Hey, what's up you guys? Real quick, before we get into today's lesson, I want to share something that's been super fun for me lately. All the music you're hearing in this video, including this music now, was actually made by me using a platform called Suno. That's S-U-N-O, pronounced Suno. You can try it yourself at suno.com. Now I know the whole AI and music thing can feel a little weird, right? But what I love about Suno is it's not trying to replace musicians. It's more like a creative sidekick. I've been using it to make my own backing tracks to solo over. It's seriously opened up a whole new way for me to practice and stay inspired. Especially if you're like me and you just want to jam without setting up a full session or hunting through loop libraries for hours. Let me show you what I mean. I made this one with a prompt like laid back instrument funk, about 88 BPM, round bass, Hammond B3 stabs in D Dorian, and boom, this came out. Pretty sweet, right? I mean, you can just hop in and start jamming. It's like having your own custom groove band in your pocket. And it's not just for guitar players. If you're a YouTuber, a podcaster, or maybe you just want to make a birthday jam for a friend, boom, Suno's got you. It's fast, intuitive, and the stuff sounds legit. Not like weird robot music, it actually sounds good. And here's the coolest part, you get full rights to use anything you make. As long as you're subscribed, no copyright strikes, no expensive licensing. So if you're looking for backing tracks to practice over or just want a new way to stay creative, definitely check it out. Suno.com or hit that link in the description. But yeah, all the music in this video made by me using Suno. Hope you guys dig it. All right, now back to the lesson. Let's dig in. Hey, what's up you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and I think I have a really valuable music lesson here, but using the song Don't Stop Believing as the template to learn some concepts. I think it's, you know, a lot of times, especially in this day and age with YouTube, you can just learn a song and it says, like someone like me, I say, put your fingers there on that fret and put your fingers there on that fret. And you're not doing a lot of actual learning about what makes music come together into a song. And so the more you realize the building blocks of great songs, especially like this song is so iconic, the more you can understand what's going on within the song, what makes the song amazing and the riffs and everything, the more you can actually use your brain, your curiosity to figure out what it is that makes it up, the more knowledge you'll have to be creative and make your own music. So this is a general music lesson with Don't Stop Believin'. I hope you guys dig it. Also real quick, I've got a bunch of great resources at my website, martymusic.com. Check the link down there. And also, of course, while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel right here. Appreciate all your support. Here we go. All right, consider this a general music lesson using Don't Stop Believing. I mean, you could call it music theory, but really I want to even just think of it as a concept music, general music lesson. So when I play Don't Stop Believing, that main riff right there, or it's the keyboard, but just note-wise. Or any of that. All those parts I just showed you there, there's only 7 notes involved in everything that I just played. The whole song, whether it's a chord, a lick, a riff in that song, and whether it's the bass player, the keyboard player, or the guitar player, or the vocalist, the notes of the vocal melody, it's only 7 notes. And for Don't Stop Believing, it's E major, which is the E major scale, which is 7 notes. You can play it anywhere on the neck. But the first one that the first position of the major scale that I learned was where you have the root on the E string. So if we're in the key of E, I'll go up to the octave, the 12th fret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it's the 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to bend to get to the last 2 notes of that. But it's 7 notes. And you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because those are the degrees of the chords of that key. The 1 chord is an E major chord. The 2 chord is an F sharp minor. The 3 chord is a G sharp minor chord. The 4 chord is A major. The 5 chord is B7, which has got a major third in it, so we'll just say B major. 6 is C sharp minor. And then the 7 chord is a half diminished chord, and it's not really used in pop music as the 7 chord. It's very rare that that happens. And so that is a D sharp minor 7 flat 5. All right, and that can be played anywhere. So if I played those chords along the E root, you'd have E major is the 1 chord, F sharp minor is the 2 chord, G sharp minor is the 3 chord, A major is the 4 chord, B major is the 5 chord, C sharp minor is the 6 chord. And then we're not worried about the 7th chord, we just go back to the 1. Now, if I play it along the A root, I can play an E major right here, E major, and then up a whole step, minor, it's F sharp minor, but I'll go, let's stay along the A root. So, then G sharp minor, then A major, I'll go to the A root here, B major, C sharp minor, weird one that no one plays. So that's along the E root and the A root. Now I could just play power chords. I had to get weird for that 7 one but we're not going to even use it. But that's what they look like. So that's along both. So then if I looked at the progression I was playing without the little riff, but I'm going to get into that. Sorry. Well, I can analyze what I did earlier and talk about the degrees of the scale, or like what numbered chords those are. So it's the 1 chord, E, to the B, which is the 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is B. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also, just a quick little note, and hopefully you're paying attention right now. When you play the major scale, the 3 to the 4 is the half step, and then the 7 back to the 1 is the half step. The rest are whole steps. So 1, whole step 2, whole step 3, half step to 4, whole step to 5, whole step to 6, whole step to 7, but then the 7 back to that root is the half step again. So knowing that formula, you could also figure it out and play it anywhere. So the chords, 1 chord, and then B is the 5, C sharp minor is the 6, but I'm just playing power chords. Then the A is the 4. So that's 1 to the 5, to the 6, to the 4. And then the second, the repeat's different. 1 to the 5. Then the 3, 4. Now that means if I knew those numbers and I wanted to play it in a different key, like the key of C, 1 to 5 would be C to G. And then 6 would be A minor. And then F would be 4. And then 1 to the 5. Then 3 to 4. E minor to F. I can do them as power chords. That's how I'm transposing. The term would be transposing it to a different key. Let's go back to the E, the original key. So now if I add the little E chord and then that's 2, 4, 2, those should all still be notes from those 7 notes of the major scale. So it's still from those 7 notes. That's 4, 6 on the A string. Oh, sorry. So that's a half step right there, 6 to 7 on the A string. And this is a cool little just art, creative thing. He does that 6th fret to 7th fret A string, he does it twice over the chords. Sorry. Let me do that again. So, but then does that again to the 1. Does that riff again, but now the new chord. So all the notes of the E major scale even count when I get to 3, and I know that the 4 is a half step, and then when I get to 7, I know the half step is 7 to 1. So if I started here, I could do that 1, 2, 3, half step to 4. Okay, so when you hear this, that little build-up thing, that's still from the major scale. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And he's playing the 1, 7, 6 in a little. And then the 1, 2, he's bending the 2 up to the 3. major scale. When he plays the solo, that's all positions of the E major scale. Have to bend those last two there. Now, something else, like I can find, if I know that formula, I can play the major scale anywhere, the E major scale anywhere. And not even know, oh, what box pattern is that or whatever. I'm just using that formula, figuring out the major scale. So the other part, it's just the four chord to the one chord. But instead of keeping it, you know, standard or boring like that, they're adding of the major scale, the 7 to the 1 half step. So it's like over A. Now I'm just playing the A root for that. And the E root. Within the chord, it's really the keyboard part, but if I just had to play the song with no keyboard player. And so I added that because it's just kind of, it's also the part of the vocal image. Street light people. So I did an A power chord and added that like this. And then getting that note in there from an E, it's like, you'd call that E major 7. But those extra notes are found from that 7 same note scale. So you would say Don't Stop Believing is in the key of E, it's E major. It's only the 7 notes of the E major scale and only the 7 chords of the chords of E major. Okay, so, and then, now it's 5, 1, 5, 4, 4. Now, something that was interesting as I was analyzing this, I'll go clean. Don't Stop Believing, which is E, so 1 to the 5, to the 6, to the 4. A lot of songs use that same chord progression, but what makes Don't Stop Believing interesting is the addition of the and the stuff like, you know, and so 2 songs that have this, a lot of that DNA, Panama, and it's right around the same era, you know, the same kind of timeline that both of those songs were hits around the same time. And then also that progression Under the Bridge, literally. Under the Bridge might be, a half step, but you can hear that it's the same progression. Then you've got the John Frusciante little embellishments to make it his own. And those songs, no one hears Under the Bridge and goes, oh, that's just Don't Stop Believing. I've never heard that. I only put that together as I was doing this right now. So to recap, hopefully that just was something that you can now use that information, and when you're playing another song, like maybe a really simple song like Knocking on Heaven's Door, G, D, A minor, G, D, C. I can tell you it's the G major scale, not E major. So it's G to D. So G is the 1, D is the 5. So 1 chord, 5 chord, A minor or A minor 7. So that's the 2. So 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 4. So if I wanted to play that progression in the Don't Stop Believing key, and I know that 1, so it's 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 4. So 1, 5, and what was it, 2? Food for thought for you. I hope it helped. All right, I hope you guys dug that. I hope it made sense. There's a lot to think about there, but I think you can really use a lot of that valuable information for your own music education. Hope it helped. If you enjoyed this, which was kind of like the breaking down the song, what makes the song the song. You can let me know in the comments like other songs you'd like to see me break down like this, because I think it's a really valuable lesson. So thank you again. Don't forget to go to martymusic.com. I hope to see you guys real soon. Take care. See you later.